Hi, everybody. It's Gene Simmons, and you're not, and you're listening to the Potter Than Hell podcast with Steve, BC, BB, and Dylan. But you knew that, didn't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Potter Than Hell podcast. This is your last stop on the crazy train of hard rock and heavy metal. So sit back, buckle in, and hang on. Here we go.
Hello, Potter Than Hellions. Welcome back to Potter Than Hell podcast. This is Steve. With me this week is
BC.
And in the green,
BB.
we're both Carharting it again today.
I called BC. I'm like, hey, what are you going to wear? I'm going to wear my Carhartt green hoodie.
That's green too, isn't it? It's like a dark,
green.
It's like an army green.
Army green, military.
khaki green.
Military.
And the what's your shirt?
It's a Bronx Zoo Star Wars parody that I got for as a Christmas gift from Chelsea, one of my books called Friends.
Oh, okay. That was Dylan, by the way.
Dylan.
All right. Not the word. No, we're not fucked up already tonight. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's doing good. We're doing good. BB, how are you?
Good. Ripping apart the hill down the street, and you know, garbage men are gonna hate me tomorrow.
Hey, your neighbor down there has all these Christmas trees up.
They're gonna be pissed. I got to get them a 6-pack.
That's a shame.
But I can't wait for the weekend. Easter weekend. Casey will be home, so all the kids will be home and have a good little dinner and get everybody together. So can't wait for that.
Good. How are you, Don?
I'm doing well. Had a 2-hour client meeting today, but it went well, so it was a good 2 hours. But yeah, doing pretty well.
Good. All right, I saved you for last for a reason, BC. How are you, buddy?
Fuck everything.
It's just one
that
of those
good.
days.
That's good, baby. I'm here.
BC's feeling limp
BC
bizkit
came
today.
in spitting and sputtering and
Trying to be
hurling
Fuck Limp Bizkit.
I try to
Fuck
be,
the podcast.
curses
Fuck
and
Steve
swear
Wright.
words and epithets at people.
try to be nice.
Terrible.
Gets pissed at.
BC, have a beverage. Have a beverage.
And don't be
It's all
nice to
good.
anybody.
It's all good.
Thank you very much.
You're amongst friends now.
You gotta run everywhere like going home.
All 2 of them, right? That you'll go through.
BC's
If
like,
you go the other way, you'll do more.
schools.
If I go this way, I can know
That's true. That's the way I go to work in the morning.
Fuck
No traffic lights. Fuck that. All right. Today is the 16th of April that we're recording. Of course, it's like 30 degrees out. And, you know, spring was here in March and it's gone again.
That's good.
So, last week we did Epic Songs with Brad Rustoven from the Slam Fest podcast. Always cool when we have Brad on the show. And how'd you enjoy that one, BB?
Yeah, that was a great one. You know, Brad's like you said, like the 5th Beatle almost when he comes on here. You know, always knowledgeable, always brings a different side of the music biz to the table, just like Dylan will. He'll bring some oddballs and great time. And finally, like I said, I realized that I don't have a lot of over 6-minute songs on my phone, but
Now you do.
now I do. Now I have at least one playlist of 6 minutes.
Well, you have to have you have an Iron Maiden playlist on your phone somewhere?
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right. So
Yeah.
well, at least there's one. Now you have 2. At least 2.
Yeah, true.
Done.
I thought it was a great episode, although I did have to listen to Whitesnake and Wasp. Thankfully, that is not the case this episode, so that's a good refresher at least. But I always like having Brad on. I think he gets along famously with the group, and his song picks are always really interesting and really fun to talk about.
What do you think, BC? How'd you make out on that one? Think all right?
It's always good having Brad on. I mean, he's a lot like us, and same stories, just different parts of the country. And I still don't know why I picked the songs I picked, but
Do you know why you picked the ones you picked today?
I do.
Okay.
Are you sure?
One of them you weren't sure.
One of them was for last week.
That one, when I was going through, I'm like, the one I did, my second pick was, I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, let's not do that. Let's do something. I'm like, and I looked at the time. I could have swore it. And then after we took those 2 off last week, and I'm looking, I'm going, I'm like 6. I'm going, I get back online. I'm going, and I was wondering if it's something combined. Don't ask.
All right. It's all good. It's all good, BC.
It's all good, man.
It's always fun having Brad on. Brad's a great guy. He's he's branching out. He's on a lot of other podcasts now too. He's on Grown Up Rock. He was just on I think he was on an ARC episode a while back, and I think the three of us have something going on with him later on in the summer.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. And actually, I have something coming up with Brad too pretty soon. So always cool having Brad. Brad, we appreciate you putting the time in with us guys. It's always fun. So I just want to say too, congratulations to my buddies at the Asylum podcast. It's the cousins of Tim, Gary, and Michael McDonald, also known as Marvin, and my co-host from the I Remember Now Queensryche podcast, Ray. They just had their 200th episode last week. Congratulations to you guys, and I said to those guys too. I put a call in, which then will be out by the time that this is released. That it's the chemistry. It is, and they cover shit that I hate, and I use the two examples that they've covered, Danzig and who the hell is? There's another one, Danzig, and then there's another one that they covered that I absolutely hate, but I listen to it because I like those guys talking back and forth, and and I think we have that here, and theirs is kind of like us because they're all on video chat when they do it, but they're not in the same room like we are, which actually this is the first in a long time that the four of us have been in here with just us. So, but congratulations, you guys. Keep up the good work. It's always fun. I've been on there a couple times doing a couple album battles, and we did a crossover episode for I Remember Now. So lots of cool stuff coming up for those guys. Congratulations, and cheers to 200 more. And in the bad news department, Les Binks, former drummer for Judas Priest and Hall of Fame person, Les Binks passed away this week. He played on the Stained Class and Hellbent for Leather / Killing Machine albums and Unleashed in the East. So finally someone got in the Hall of Fame before they died. Usually, they'll put someone in the, so
they get the sympathy vote. Oh, I'm sorry, we forgot.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, no shit. And so rest in peace, Les Binks. Thank you for the great drumming you have on those three albums, especially Unleashed in the East. That's freaking awesome on there. And speaking of Priest, Alice Cooper and Priest are going out on the road together this fall. And we're thinking of going. It's in September. Show near us, Homedale, New Jersey. So we'll see who wants to go here, people. Hint, hint. Anybody got anything? Anyone? Bueller? No?
Bueller? Yeah.
All right. So before we get rocking into it, what have we been listening to? Dylan, how about you? Anything good?
So because I've been reading Gary Holt's memoir, I was kind of in the Exodus mood. So I decided I was going to go from the beginning, go on through. So I started with Bonded by Blood. Boy, the vocals are rough, but the music is great. And thankfully, they did a re-recording of it, like later on down the road. So, Blood In, Blood Out, I think is what that's called. Which I like Zetro. I know you guys are more of a Rob Dukes fan, and I like Rob Dukes too, but I do like Zetro. So it's been very interesting kind of going back and listening to some of the stuff, and hearing Gary Holt's kind of commentary as it goes.
It's called Let There Be Blood.
Let There Be Blood. Blood In, Blood Out, something else I think they have.
Blood In, Blood Out is the 2 albums ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Zetro.
right. Yeah, so a little Bonded by Blood from Exodus.
Okay. BB, how are you?
Yeah, I think you guys. I think I'm a couple weeks late on this one, but I think one of you guys listened to the new Smith Kotzen Blacklight album. Really, really dig that. And I was able to listen to half of the Record Store Day Blackstone Cherry album. One half is they do some collabs with different people, and the second side is all live stuff. So I kind of threw the live stuff on before I came up here, and really enjoyed that one.
All right, cool. And like I told BB, I didn't realize that was a Record Store Day album. I would have picked it up for him when I went the other day. How about you, BC? What angry music are you listening to?
No, I was trying to
Break
listen
Stuff
to,
by Limp Bizkit.
trying to listen to some better stuff, but no, I'm still checking out the Smith Kotzen. Really digging that. I gave the LA Guns another 2 spins, and no, thank you. Terrible. I think it gets worse the more I listen to it.
It's going to the bottom of the pile.
That's not good.
A disappointing.
Sometimes you
album.
listen to something that gets better, grows on you. This is
Thank God it's cold out. My windows are up. Otherwise, I do a poonie.
Don't litter, BC. Don't litter.
I know.
Throw it in the trash.
But
Take it when you go shredding, and you can shred it.
it was so bad. I just had to go back to a Steadfast album this year. Dark Chapel.
Yeah.
Joe Chapman. That's it every time.
Horrible. And for me, I spoke about it a little bit before. Record Store Day was last week. I was able to go with Jim Polkowski, who comes on for our Motorhead episodes, and we went down, drove through a snowstorm to get there, and it was good. We stood in line outside in the cold and rain for 4 hours, got in, but I did get everything I wanted to get. I did. I got Saxon Wheels of Steel. It had an extra album in there with Live from Donington in 1980. I got Tesla Reel to Reel 2. That's the better one with Do You Feel Like We Do on it. I got Motorhead, The Lost Tapes from 1992, I think it was. And Dokken, Unleashed in the East, released again. So I've been checking those out this week. Always fun. It was great. It was cool going to records, because that was literally the first time ever that I've been able to go Record Store Day first thing in the morning on it, because I was always either at the firehouse, and I had to work at the library last year, and so this year I was able to go, and I don't give a shit we had to drive through a snowstorm to get there, but it was worth it. I had everything on my list I was able to get, and so maybe these jokers will go with me next year. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. But that's what we got going. Dylan's listening to the Exodus discography, and Bonded by Blood and Let There Be Blood were the two he was checking out the most. Smith Kotzen and the Record Store Day. This is our Record Store Day album from Black Cherry.
The band really likes
Black Stone Cherry. And Smith Kotzen. Smith Kotzen for BC2, and he gave LA Guns another spin.
I appreciate
another
you
couple
trying,
spins.
seeing if it hits you different.
Yeah,
the next time.
I think he's renaming the album No Dice.
No doubt.
And
Snake Eyes.
so then he had to come back and put the Dark Chapel album on, which I don't know how that can bring you back, and Record Store Day stuff for me: Saxon, Motorhead, Tesla, Dokken, and Priest. So since we did the epic songs last week, we did 6, right? Was it 6?
We did 6.
We did 6
over 6 minutes.
6 over 6 minutes. So we are going to do 7 songs today that are under 3.5 minutes. Mostly. We'll put an asterisk there.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't me this time, which is unusual. It wasn't me. So
Wasn't me.
We spun
I can say that for sure.
We spun the magic wheel. So I came up first in the rotation.
Well, that's good, BB. You'll be able to call him out on it first thing.
Perfect.
Why? Did I have one over?
Apparently. He's...
Oh, okay. Well, tell me when I do it. I didn't think I did. Okay. I whatever it is, I think you looked at a different version of it. By the way. Whatever that was. So when I was picking my songs, I'm like, I just want to pick some cool songs that I like. I'm not gonna try to pick some obscure shit that no one's heard of before. I pretty much have the most mainstream, except for maybe one song of the group of here tonight. So so I started out with little Ted Nugent, When Your Body Talks from the Little Miss Dangerous album. I love that album. It's when Ted started playing the PRS, the Paul Reed Smith, right? Guitars.
Paul Reed Smith.
And I liked it. The only thing I don't like on this song is like kind of some of the keyboard stuff is kind of like a little cheesy on it, but Dave Amato sings on this, and he was the guitar player in REO Speedwagon forever. And so I'm wondering also too if he's going to be Kevin Cronin's guitar player, because Kevin Cronin's coming out this summer and he can't use the REO Speedwagon name, so I wonder if Dave Amato is going to be with him. I like there's a little short breakdown for the solo in this one, and I like it too because you could tell that Ted's not playing those hollow body guitars. He's got a different sound, but I like it, and I'm sure Dylan will probably say that he likes it even more because Ted's not singing. But we'll let him discuss that when he's done. Second track, I did Rock and Roll Damnation. Always loved this song since the first time I heard it on If You Want Blood, You Got It. Just a fun, great rocking groove to it. And when you listen to it, like during the first verse, every snare hit sounds like there's a clap in there too. on that, and I think it really adds to it. It sounds very cool. Great background vocals. The soloing is really cool, and I like the damnation, and then Bannon will sing something, and the band will respond with damnation. I think it's really cool. Great song. Number 3 for my boy David Lee Roth, Knucklebones, opening track from the Skyscraper album. Fun up-tempo song. I like Dave's vocals on this one. Definitely some VH feel, kind of little lead licks here and there from Steve Vai on this album. I love just the pace of it when the chorus comes on. Well, we're hitting the road and it's pumping thunder, mama, look out from down below. I love that. I just love the pace of that. And some ahs at the end, towards the end. Absolutely great song. And I believe they opened up the tour with this song too. I could be wrong, but I think they did. Number 3, the world famous Crocus from the One Vice at a Time album, the song Down the Drain. Great deep track. I thought it was a fun song to pick. This song was always one that when it came on, it was on, like I said, One Vice at a Time, but they had an album, I'll do quotations. The greatest hits album was called The Dirty Dozen. They had 12 songs on there from from the older tracks up until, I want to say, maybe Headhunter, and Down the Drain was always a song on there, so I always thought it was cool. Fernando Van Arb absolutely rips it up on this one, which, like I said, when we did the Monsters of Rock wrap-up, that he didn't play any leads at all on the Crocus show, which was very, very disappointing. It must have been a physical thing that he couldn't do it, but I was really looking forward to seeing him do some of these solos, but didn't get it. Number 5 track, Bastard from Shout Out the Devil album from The Crew. Up-tempo song. Mick Mars's guitars are just so crunchy on this one. I love how the pace picks up for the chorus. Back in then you got to sing Bastard. It was great. The cool bridge before the solo. It's just a good, quick hit and run, awesome Crew song. And next song, Salty Dog, Ring My Bell. I always loved this album. This song is it's fun. The guitar tone is so cool. It's got that loose riff that you've heard in a billion other songs, but it starts out with those marching type drums. But I love the raspy vocals. I love the line in it. I've been working time over. I think that is just a cool way to spend overtime. And I love the bell during the chorus. Ring my ding ding. Just a fun song. I fucking love it. And Cinderella, my last song, Somebody Save Me from the Night Songs album. Great stomping feel to it. Tom Kiefer's vocals are really cool. It's got that rasp in it too. There's some cool parts when the band sings along with him, like a little kind of layering with him and the band that I think that fits really good. Just for a few lines in a couple of the verses. And just some great background vocals and fun song. They had a video for this one too. Some of the lines in there are really cool. So just I wanted my list to be fun. I enjoyed doing this one. Quick songs. I had to have a little unexpected road trip today, so I was able to pretty much go through the whole list one more time right before we got on the air. So that's what I got. What do you got for me, Dylan?
I'll go backwards. Somebody Saved Me. I mean, classic Cinderella. And I'll say that your list is definitely the list that I knew the most from. I think I knew one other song that wasn't mine from the rest of everybody else's. But I'm always a fan of Cinderella. Ring My Bell. So what do you think I thought of when I heard this song?
Patti LaBelle.
And Anita Ward. But yes, that is one of the things. But also, the bell, I was disappointed that it wasn't a cover, first off, of that. But the bell sounds exactly like the Long John Silver's bell.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first thought when I heard the bell of the chorus.
So you have to go in now, just ding,
yeah.
Ding.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, you can stop now. Thank you. Ding. No, go.
The song's not done.
I love how sleazy this song. It has that sleazy, kind of faster Pussycat feel. That when a song does it, I'm just always on board. So really like that one. That was a good surprise. Bastard by Motley Crue, off of the Shout at the Devil album. That's a fantastic album. It's a fantastic song from the album. Down the Drain, I liked how bluesy it was. It was kind of a bluesier song, and I don't normally associate that vibe with Crocus, so that was kind of a cool little different route they went down that I enjoyed. Knucklebones, it's David Lee Roth with Steve Vai. I mean, come on. It's basically... Dave did a better job of continuing the thread of Van Halen than Van Halen did with Sammy Hagar. With, like, this album and, Eat 'Em and Smile. Eat 'Em and Smile. Rock and Roll Damnation. Great opener to a very underrated AC/DC album. The Damnation. Classic part of that. And there's like maracas in there too. That's kind of fun. And the clapping with the snare hit is always great too. When Your Body Talks, I thought this was an okay song. The keyboards confused the hell out of like keyboards on a Ted Nugent song.
I know.
What? Like it barely sounds like Ted Nugent. And I did appreciate that Ted did not sing it, but I'm missing, the Derek St. Holmes of it. But, this guy's not too shabby either. I mean, REO Speedwagon had him for a cup of coffee, so can't be too bad. But
him for a pot of coffee.
Yeah, pot of coffee then. But this was a very, very solid list. There wasn't really any songs today, spoiler alert, besides maybe one that I didn't like. So your list was very good.
All right. BB.
Alrighty. When Your Body Talks from Uncle Ted. This album just got a lot of shit when it came out, didn't it? But man, it is so good. Like listening to it now, I love the guitar and synth, or guitar and keyboards, whatever you want to call it, in there. Like Steve says, Dave Amato's vocals really, really good. And I love when you can kind of tell during some parts of the song, you can tell the two different guitars that are in there, which kind of perk, because they, like you said, he's using a different guitar. Then you got Dave playing guitar, so you got a totally different sound in there. I really enjoyed that one. Rock and Roll Damnation from AC/DC, classic AC/DC. Bond's vocal is just fantastic. See, I love the clapping in it, but you said it's the hi hat they're playing.
No, there's clapping.
Oh, is there clapping in there? I thought it was the snare. Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, okay. I thought I wrote it down wrong, but yeah, it's classic AC/DC, Angus soulful playing. Gotta love it. Song number 3, Knucklebones from DRL. Great opening track. I love this song. How can you not? You got some keyboard in there. You got Vise playing. You got Billy slapping the bass. And especially I love during the chorus, there's like a little... There's not like a spoken word, but there's like some vocal distortion in there that Dave kind of sings and talks through, which is cool. Down the Drain from Crocus. Great song from Crocus in 1993. Sticking to their roots, playing the classic sounds that the fans like. Absolutely love that one. I was not familiar with that one. Bastard from Motley Crue, killer rocker. The band's gang vocals in there are so good. Nice fast paced. Nice killer short solo from Mick. A staple, from that album. Song number 6, Ring My Bell from Salty Dog. Cool drum beat start there, and it has the little string scrape, which is so cool. Yeah, nice, cool little toe tapping rocker, just like Dylan says. It has a little sleaze attitude to it. I love the little bell in there and the parts we kind of already talked about, but yeah, that was my surprise on your list. Really, really like that one. And Somebody Save Me from Cinderella. It's Cinderella. Fantastic song, fantastic pick. Love this one. Even though it's kind of a, somewhat of a hit or like a fan favorite. Never get sick of this one. So, not too bad, right? Except for Rock and Roll Damnation clocks in at 3:36. But that's all right.
I did the radio edit version.
Oh, okay. That was 3:06.
He put the needle down a little too early.
Oh, then he timed it?
Yeah.
3:29.
It was like in the middle of the...
By the time he dropped it down,
yeah.
started
But you know
the
what?
clock.
Although I did go by the Apple Music version, so maybe it's a little longer on Spotify.
Let's take a look at the...
No, I checked both.
Let's take a look at Wikipedia. We'll call Wikipedia...
Settle down, Poonie. Or you can say, I used a video on it on YouTube.
Wikipedia lists it at 3:06.
No, keep reading.
That's the original European
release. That's the European release.
That's the one I was going by.
Damn it, Dylan.
3:37 is the U.S.
I was
release.
doing the European one.
What is this, White Snake? There's White Snake. A UK mix and a US mix? What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, that's what I went by. All right, BC, what do you got?
Alrighty. Some Ted Nugget. I like this album. I mean, this was a lot of people give this album shit. I don't know why. I mean, maybe the keys on that one, but whatever. I mean, going back in the day, I loved it. I like this. I'm kind of getting like Dylan. I kind of like when Derek St. Holmes and
Dave
Amato do the vocals
Because they can actually sing.
Sometimes you don't mind some Ted vocals, but I like the ones that are not Ted. AC/DC, Rock and Roll Damnation. This classic AC/DC, Bon Scotters. You cannot go wrong. David Lee Roth. That's what we got to say right there. Drop the mic. I mean, after Eat 'Em and Smile, a lot of people don't like these albums. I don't understand why. Maybe they're not.
There's a couple weird ones here and there.
Yeah, but it's Dave.
How could you not like Hot Dog and a Shake? Come on.
I like Hot Dog and Shake.
I don't like hot dogs or shakes.
Dylan's weird. I don't like that.
Anyway, David Lee Roth, come on, people. Crocus. What can you say about these guys? I mean, I like them. I mean, a little disappointed on the cruise. But overall, I mean, hey, what the hell? We're all getting old. We're all getting disappointed in one way or the other. Bastard, Motley Crue. I can remember when this first came out. I was like, these guys are great. Only to let us down years and years later. But Bastard's a great rockin' tune. Ring My Bell, Salty Dog. Love these guys. I mean, unfortunately, I think they only have the one album out. And this is a very 70s hard rock, 70s bit hard rock thrown into it album.
You can see these guys singing with bell bottoms on.
Oh God, yeah. But love that. I'm a ride cymbal guy, so this takes it up even a notch more than the ride cymbal. That bell.
Do you remember this was one of the bands when we first started hanging out? We were just throwing bands back and forth, and one of us threw out Salty Dog. We're like, "Fuck yeah!" It was a bonding band.
Bonding
Salty
moment.
Dog.
Bonded by Salty Dog.
But Somebody Saved Me, Cinderella. I mean, I remember I went to see these guys by myself because everybody else made fun of me because they thought I was going to see a Disney movie. I said, no, they're good. Yeah. Put your dress on. I'm like, so I went by myself and saw a kick-ass show with Archangel opening up. But this is another classic off this album. I don't think it's a skip around the album. So this list, 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. How's that?
I like that. I like it.
All right,
That was
all
good.
right.
All right. BB, you're up next, buddy.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Did you not think you were?
No, I just saw this and I just saw that.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what happens when
What happens when you're trying to
when I
look at my work?
see. I can't understand my own writing. I can't understand yours. Alrighty, let's see what the hell I fucking picked here. Yeah, I try to go a little bit deeper in some. Try to pick bands we haven't talked about in a while or at all. Because I think it's a little bit easier to pick a song under 3.5 minutes. So the first one I picked was My Oh My from Dangerous Curves off the Summertime Highs album. Fun rocker, just like Steve's list. This could have slid right into there. Just a fun rocker. Cool pinch harmonics in there. Great band gang vocals. Killer sick guitar solo. The outro solo is really good, and it fits for being such a short song. The solo and the outro solo just fit right in there. Song number 2, Rockstar Junkie from Roxy Blue from the Roxy Blue album. I kind of wanted to throw these guys in here because this week was Rockin' Pod. And Steve and I interviewed Todd and the boys, and we were down there the last time. And this was the album that they were kind of promoting. So I kind of want to throw something out from this album. Todd's vocals are just great. There's a uniqueness to the sound of his voice, too. And they added a guitar player, Jeff. I think he works well with the addition to the band. Plays really, really good on this song. Song number 3, Strike Like a Cobra from Temple Balls off their Avalanche album. I had to throw a Snake song in there for Righty, but this is just a great melodic song. Killer rocker, cool band gang vocals in there, and more tearing up guitar parts in there. Really, really like that one. Song number 4, Destruction Overdrive from BLS from the Blessed Hellride album. since the quarter's almost over, I figured I'd have to sneak a Black Label song in there. And since this is only 3 minutes and 1 second, probably Zach's shortest solo on a song. So I figured I'd throw this one out there. And of course, it has the cool pinch harmonics that he does, and a ton of Zach wah-wah pedal in there. Song number 5 I picked was Streets of Misery from the band Bloody Heels off the Ignite the Sky album. I really, really like this one. These guys keep popping up in my feed on Apple. Fast-paced rocker right out of the gate. I love the vocal tone at the chorus. Super catchy. Lots of shredding in there. Killer drum beat. Everything that I like in a song. Song number 6, Don't Keep Me Waiting from the band called The Station off their Perspective album. Kind of a softer rocker. These guys are from New York City. They've kind of opened up for a lot of bands in the city. I think they played M3 one time. They're kind of like in the vein of like almost like a Journey, but a little bit heavier. Really, really good stuff. And song number 7 I picked, since Dylan always likes the Heaven's Edge that BC and I throw out every once in a while, I just wanted to pick something off their second album, some other time. I just picked Backseat Driver, great rocker, Philly boys tearing it up. Wish these guys would, put something out live. Their new album was okay. But man, I love to hear a live album from these guys. There's really, really good stuff on that album. All right, BC.
Alrighty, Dangerous Curse. My oh my. I mean, this is probably the one on the list I wasn't familiar with. But it caught my ear, so I'm really digging it. So I'm going to dive into them a little bit more. Rockstar Junkie by Roxy Blue. A lot of people were dissing this album. Oh, it don't sound like Roxy Blue. It's fucking 30 years later. People wake up.
Yeah.
They're not going to sound like the last album. And he even says, I don't want to sound like the last album. I want to sound what we are now. I like it. That's a final save for me, too. Strike Like Temple Balls. This is the one band I remember. It might have been you.
We talked about them.
We talked about it, and I said, you know what? This is one of the bands I like. I got to get more into it. And again, every time I hear this, I'm like, damn, I got to get more into this. Black Label Society. I mean, these guys sound a lot like Dark Chapel. Yeah. But so I like them. I like the song because
no, this song's good.
Wow. But Black Label, come on, you gotta love Zach and just the heaviness of that. Bloody Heels, Streets of Misery. I mean, this is another one I remember hearing the band. I don't know if you brought them up before.
Maybe
you might have. Somebody brought them up, and I was like, okay, not bad. I like it. I look at the title, Bloody. I keep hearing Bloody Tears in my head. And Lizzie Borden is coming out at me.
Not Chains of Misery.
But the Station, yeah, you're right. They did open up one of the M3s.
Yeah.
I was sitting listening going, Station. I'm like, why is this? And I'm thinking Wilkes-Barre for some reason. I have no idea.
Oh, the Station nightclub.
Yeah. As soon as you mentioned M3, I'm like, yeah, they were one of those early bands that opened. Not bad, little, not poppy, but
yeah, a little different.
A little different on there. And finishing up your list with Backseat Driver, Heaven's Edge. Come on, these guys are totally rocking. This is a great song. This takes me back to first time I heard this was Napster.
Mm-hmm.
Back when that was still around, and you can click on. I'm like, ooh. And you thought it catch me out because you're hearing stuff that wasn't released.
Oh yeah.
Back then it wasn't released, so you're like, ooh. But no, great list.
Alrighty. Dylan.
Yeah, I thought this was a good, solid rockin' list. My oh my, I had not heard any of these songs, and this is one of the ones that I had not heard. I liked it though. It was a good kind of rocker to go right out of the gate, and then Rockstar Junkie continued that trend of the good rocking, and so did Strike Like a Cobra. And so did Destruction Overdrive, and so did Streets of Misery, and then Don't Keep Me Waiting kind of came down in terms of it was still a good song, but like
I gotcha.
Feel wise, it's very like a lot more low key than the other tracks.
For sure.
But like I really like the I think there was like some good gang vocals in Strike Like a Cobra that if I remember that correctly, one of the songs had really good gang vocals. Backseat Driver, Heaven's Edge is always a fun band that I always forget about. Like I love their like syncopated stuff on stage. that they do. They're from Philly, so you got to give it up to them for that. But this is a great song from them. I think the song that surprised me the most was Streets of Misery. That was a really kind of kick-ass rocker that I enjoyed. And I mean, Destruction Overdrive. I love Zach's. I love when he goes high, and he goes high on this one.
Yeah.
Like it's really great. So this was a really awesome rockin' 7 songs. Don't Keep Me Waiting kind of let the side down a little bit with its feel, but I still liked it. But the rest of the songs were really, really
Next time I'll put it at 7. It'll be a hidden track.
Exactly. There you go.
Alrighty, ready. Bring it home, kiddo.
Okay. BB's list. Start out with Little Dangerous Curves. Oh my, Get What You Need. Heavy start. I like it goes into the grindage for the verses. There's like a cool back and forth vocal thing going on there. Excellent fist pumping chorus. I think it's great. There's a really cool build for the solo. Dude rips it up, but it could be longer, but we're only talking about 3.5 minute songs. But I really enjoyed this one. I did. Roxy Blue, Rockstar Junkie. I've always loved Roxy Blue, but this isn't your daddy's Roxy Blue for sure. And I like it. It's got a little more edge to it, a little more grungy feel than the older stuff.
Album.
Yeah. I dig it though. It's heavy. I like when bands get heavier instead of going the other direction. Solo rips it up in there. I need to go back and because I remember really liking this album when it came out. I think we got them autographed. I think when we did those guys on Rockin' Pod. Temple Balls, Strike Like a Cobra. Yeah, Snake, baby.
Snake.
Yeah.
Snake.
Good driving feel to it. Some melodic leads, great background vocals, fun song. I enjoyed that one. And I remember listening to the album too, and very good. There wasn't much that I didn't like from those guys. Black Label Society, Destruction Overdrive. Shocking. A Zach song from BB. This is bearded Zach, though.
This
however.
is bearded.
And like the last time we had unbearded Zach. This song, for the short length of it, could be like the most pinch harmonics in 3.5 minutes in the history of pinch harmonics.
Yes.
But listen to the riff within the verses. Holy shit. Seriously, just when you're listening to this, don't listen to the vocals, don't listen to the... There's a riff, like maybe like this... from the second line in a verse to like the last part of the verse, killer riff in it. I was like it kind of stopped me in my tracks, like mentally, because I was driving my vehicle when I actually heard it, but actually picked it out. But absolutely killer. Usual whiny Zach vocals, which I could only take so much of those, but in the 3.5 minutes, it wasn't bad. Solos kill it though, and it was just Zach and the drummer, I think, that played on this album. Blessed Hell Wright, I think. But like if you listen to the solo, it's 2 different guitars because there's a really short part and then a little bit longer one, but they're different tones in those in the little solo though. But good. Bloody Heel, Streets of Misery. I didn't know this one. I heard the name before, but I had never really checked them out. I think the album's from a couple of years ago, I think. Great vocal. I love the vocal cadence in this song. The solo is like one of those that starts melodic and then it gets ripping towards the end. I really enjoyed this song. Station, Don't Keep Me Waiting. I still cannot for the life of me. I've listened to this album before. I've listened to some other things from these guys. I cannot for the life of me think of who this singer sounds like to me. It's like in my brain. I can't. And if someone says it, I'll be like, yes, I'll buy you a beer. But good. It's got a and this is kind of a an outlier on BB's list because this one's more of a like upper mid tempo a little bit song as opposed to the other ones that were more like quick rockers. But I like it's got like a smooth feel to it. I really like it. Background vocals are fantastic. Really a good song. It kind of like after the first 5 songs and then this comes on, it's like, oh, okay, it kind of
pump the
you
brakes.
gave us a little bit of breathing room on this list, BB. Heaven's Edge, Backstreet Driver. This is from the second album with all the demos and stuff like that. Yeah. Very good. Reggie Woo, BC. Reggie Woo. And the other guitar player rips it up, too, because there's a dual solo in this one. Great ride cymbal in this one. Excellent soloing. And it's cool, too. For the second part of the solo, the tempo kicks up and you get that little double bass drumming part in there. Killer song. Good list, BB. I can't really complain about it.
I'll try to do better next time.
All right. So that's mine and BB's list. So to break up this episode here, we're going to do our gem song. So I decided to keep it in the realm of the... Well, that too. I decided to keep it in the realm of the songs under 3.5 minutes. And this one you can take to the bank, BB. I'm going to play a little Van Halen, little Hang 'em High from Diver Down. And this clocks in at 3 minutes and 28 seconds.
Ooh, right under
I got
there.
it right off the vinyl. So Dylan's going to play it now. All right, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed a little VH. We all sure as hell did. Great song from the 1982 Diver Down album, Hang 'em High.
One of the only good. No, that's not true.
Whoa,
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good songs on there.
I know, don't from the much maligned
Yeah, little guitars, great.
Diver Down album. Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman's awful.
No, Pretty Woman's not good. It's too.
That's the most mid cover I've ever heard.
Too close. So hope you guys enjoyed that. So we actually have time to do a little hidden gem action today, which we have not done in a while. And what do you got, BB?
All right, I saw this the other day. The kids were kind of talking about it. We're probably going to rent it over the Easter holiday and watch it. There's a Minecraft movie out. The kids were crazy in the Minecraft. I asked Dylan a couple weeks ago, so it must be a little generational thing. It missed Dylan's generation. It was like this blocky video game that you could play online and with different people and all this. But they have the movie, so there's a soundtrack to the movie. Dirty Honey. They have a song on this album which is absolutely phenomenal. When I'm Gone. If you like Dirty Honey, it's classic Dirty Honey. They kind of have this, southern rock feel to them, kind of like fun playing. Just a great rocker. And like I said, if you're a Dirty Honey fan, you will definitely enjoy this song.
I thought you were going to say the Barbie movie.
With Wolfgang Van Halen on guitar.
That song actually was on their opening EP, I believe, as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we probably heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. What do you got, Don?
My hidden gem is actually every song on it is under 3 minutes. The thing itself is actually almost under 3 minutes. How quick it is. So Municipal Waste, the awesome thrash band that we like, re-released an EP that they had put out. It was a split EP with another band, but they released it just by themselves, called Tango and Thrash. And each song is named after a different Kurt Russell movie. So you got Escape from New York, Big Trouble in Little China, Captain Ron / Overboard, Backdraft, Tango and Thrash. So it's a quick 9-minute EP, literally just straight through.
I have that in my Apple Music. I didn't listen to it yet, though.
It's a fun listen. Like, it's nothing like mind blowing, but it's 9 minutes of thrash music to get you through the day. Well, get you through 10 minutes of the day.
All right. Speaking of thrash music, what do you got, BC?
Oh, I just can't. I gotta go with this. I gotta speak up about this album. I just keep going back to it. It calls me in the middle of the night. I'm going with the Dark Chapel off the Spirit in the Glass album, which is probably drink about bourbon and shit. But this riff in the song is just fucking killer. The solo is fucking killer.
What song?
Gravestone Humanity. Just a killer riff in it. Phoebe knows the rest, right?
Sorry.
Brother
I
Dario.
was getting
Dario
excited.
just fucking tears this riff. Is just so. How can you not like that riff?
I got a feeling.
Listen
I got a
to
feeling that when we do our year in review, that's going to be on 3 top 10 lists. It's going to be on someone's most disappointing list.
I haven't listened to it
Just
yet.
a little prediction.
I'll listen to it for next episode.
I mean, the vocals are right there. I mean, is he the greatest? No. But
There was Zach Wild.
It fits
exactly.
the music. It fits the music perfectly. But this riff in the song,
I'll try to give it another
I think
try.
I blew the speakers up
will try.
coming up here.
Should be the closer of the album. Flip.
Flip them around, yes.
Yeah.
I'll try. All
Hope
right.
they don't overhype it for me.
Anyway, be prepared. All right, for me, I found this band and I thought it was like a joke thing. I was going through was like Blabbermouth or something like that. Like this band popped up and the band's name is called Rock Out, and I'm like, this has got to be a joke. Like, what's the in parentheses with your cock out?
I mean, there's an even worse band name that we're going to be coming up with.
True. But I'm like, I want to check these guys out. So I checked it out. They have 2 albums out. One that came out this year, actually. I didn't get a chance to listen to that yet, but I listened to this one. It's called Stand Together from 2020. It was really good. I was like, holy shit, this is like a fucking actual band. So Rock Out, and the album's called Stand Together. And it was good. I enjoyed it. I was like, wow, I was like kind of surprised at how much I actually liked it. Because it was such like a, I don't know, cliche name or whatever, because
the song titles.
Because there's a lot of people that, you can't have rock in the song, rock this, rock that. You know what? We're into this to fucking rock out. So we're listening to Rock Out. So that's what I got. So there's our hidden gems. Finally, we got to do them. And this might be the first time this year, or close to it. Dylan had Municipal Waste, the EP, Tango and Thrash. BB had the Minecraft movie soundtrack.
That soundtrack is good, though.
Dirty
Mark
Honey
Ronson
song,
soundtrack.
When I'm Gone. BC had something that should be hidden. Dark Chapel. I forget the name of the album already, but the song is Gravestone Humanity. What's the name of the album?
Spirit in the Glass.
Spirit in the Glass.
Spirit in the Glass. Okay.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
Take
I was
a
gonna
shot.
say that part I
Going
like.
with
That
the,
part I like.
Going with the drinking theme.
But they probably mean like ooh spirit, not
They
alcohol.
mean demon alcohol.
And I have the band called Rock Out, their 2020 album, Stand Together. So BC, you're up, buddy. What do you got?
I got Milli Vanilli in my first pick.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how I did. I always, you know me, I'm always trying to find something that's not in everybody's wheelhouse. But these guys will be, I hope. My first one is Metal Trash and Mad from Anthrax. I just like the rawness of this first Anthrax. Just the rawness of it. I love that. I love this high pitch.
And who produced it?
Carl Kennedy, local star here in Carbondale. Okay, I'm trying to read my own list. American Dog. I mean, these guys just crack me up. I mean, I don't know what I was doing when I found these guys. You find these guys in a bar downtown playing. Just nothing great, but just funny.
And what is the name of the song?
The name of the song is Sometimes You Eat the Pussy.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Sometimes It Eats You.
Okay.
Keep up with that theme. My next band's gonna be some big cock with the song "Fucked Up." It's not about partying, getting fucked up, and this band is their band that my closet bands. They only have 3 albums out, and I'm drawing a blank.
Robert Mason.
Robert Mason on vocals. I mean, I just think he's a underrated vocalist.
Love him.
But my next one is Crash Diet, Resurrection of the Damned. There's stuff I like in these guys, and there's some stuff I don't like. It's weird. Their one album I'm like, geez. But this is off a great album. Just very, a little sleazy rock maybe. I don't know if that's what. Yeah, sleazy rock I would say. Next one, Denman. I gotta bring these guys up. I mean, Pedal to the Metal. After their first full-length album, and only full-length album appears to be, but just straightforward rock and roll. I mean, fun rock and roll. Nothing mind-blowing, but just fun. And next one's gonna be a band, Pariah. I believe out of Texas, with the song Powerless. Again, this was never on streaming until
Recently.
I was like, I saw that one day. I'm like, oh, and I clicked on it.
That's one that I look for a lot on there.
I was so thrilled to see this on here, and it's just I had to find something short because all the other songs I wanted to pick were well over the 4-minute mark. But Pariah's just such a they're coming on, man. Too late in the game. Then I'll finish my list out with the band Icon with On Your Feet. I mean, back in the day, not too many people liked them back in the day around here. At least I thought they were good. Of course, I got my ass busted a lot back then. I said, whatever.
Still, you get your ass busted
I
today.
still get my ass busted today. But
It's just a different crew doing it.
just a different crew doing it. But these bands put out some good albums, I thought. But what are you going to do? What do you think, Dylan?
Starting off with Metal Thrash and Mad is always a great way to get me on your side. This was the only other song that I knew on the list besides the songs on my dad's list. It's really wild how much Neil Turbin at times sounds like Joey Belladonna.
A little bit, yeah.
I had mentioned this during the break, but there are ways that I think it's during the chorus mostly, like the to the floor, like that's a very like Joey Belladonna like delivery of that. But I mean, like you could just feel Anthrax even at this early, thing feeling like powerful, and I think out of the gate they probably had the best singer, even with Neil Turbin. Like they had the best singer of the big four, like because James wasn't as good as he is now. Like he was prepubescent James Hetfield, Dave Mustaine. I mean Tom Araya is not bad, but I mean like Anthrax is the only band that has the dedicated singer. Like everybody else is playing another instrument. So I think it showcases and love the Scott Ian. And I was going to pick an Anthrax song. I was going to pick Out the Time, but I'm glad that you picked Metal Thrash and Mad. American Dog. You know, I just like it. Just feels like a nothing burger of a song to me. I don't know, like the lyrics, whatever. It's how funny we haven't heard that before. But like, I wish the music did something a little more. Like, it just felt kind of like bare bones. Like it felt like they were coasting on. Oh, everybody's gonna find this so fucking hilarious. This is a ga ha ha. But like, the music wasn't as catchy as I hoped it would be. So that was probably my only disappointment from the night. Fucked Up by Big Cock. I do have a problem. Robert Mason is not the Ayatollah of rock and roll. That is Lord Humongous. That's where that comes from. Is from Mad Max 2, and of course is a Black Label Society song, or a recent Black Label Society song. But Robert Mason's great. They also name check Every Mother's Nightmare in the song, so that was fun. Resurrection of the Damned. I was not expecting the lyrics of this song to be as like as mean as they are with like the title. Like Resurrection of the Damned, you think it's gonna be like this, like, you know, like magic mythological thing. And it's like he's talking about like this awful woman and like uses the C word. And I'm like, oh my god. And you're right, BB. I had heard that before in the So What from Metallica. They use this. They use in that. So
that's right.
You are right, but I was not expecting it in this song, and it really kind of shocked me. But musically, I like Crash Diet. I think this is the only. I think there's one other Crash Diet song that I had heard, and it's that 69 Shots that you brought to the thing. Denman Pedal to the Metal. You know, these guys unfortunately no longer together. Correct?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, they never officially said anything, but it's been years.
They're not doing anything. Yeah,
but they had a classic feel to them that I really like, and their guitar playing's fantastic. Powerless by Pariah. They sounded like a heavier Ugly Kid Joe. Like the lyrics and the guitar work kind of sounded Ugly Kid Joe-ish to me, which is not a bad thing. And then Icon on Your Feet sounds like a rip-off of Bang Your Head from Quiet Riot. I don't like it's in a good way. Like, I just like the feel of the song. I mean, like, it's not like note for note rip off, but like it just feels like it's going for that vibe. And I don't know, there's some Kevin DeBro-esque vocalizations, I think, in this song.
In the studio.
But I thought this was a good list besides the American Dog.
BB.
Alrighty. Metal Thrash and Mad from Anthrax. Yeah, we kind of already touched on him. Like, fucking Neil Chapman has fucking pipes. Super fast solo. Love the drums. Carl's production is fantastic. Song number 2, Sometimes You Eat the Pussy from American Dog. This is like a little bit of, you know, Steel Panther-ish, lyrics. I think it had a nice little grindage to it. I'm just curious, what else these guys have. So this will be the band I kind of check out. Song number 3, Fucked Up from Big Cock. I love when you bring Big Cock to the table, BC.
Cool.
I love this band, and Robert's vocals are just phenomenal. Love the guitar tone. Always forget about these guys, and when you bring something, I'm like, man, these guys are good. Song number 4. Resurrection of the Damned from Crash Diet. Great melodic rocker, some cool band harmonies in there. Nice longer solo than some of the other stuff we heard today. Song number 5, Pedal to the Metal from Denman. These brothers are just absolutely killer. Fantastic chugging riff throughout the whole song. A little color response in there, a little whammy bar, guitar distortion parts. Love the Denman stuff. Powerless from Pariah. That's another song that kind of had a little sleaze feel to it to me. Couple cool little time changes in the middle of the song. But it picks that back up with the band vocals towards the end. A little bit of screaming, a little bit of ripping up on the guitar. Really, really like that one. On Your Feet from Icon. Right out of the gate, it has that old rocking feel to it. From a great album. These guys are very underrated. Every time I hear something, I really, really enjoy it. Your list is pretty good, BC. Except for the Pariah song, clocks in at 3:35. But, you know, if Steve can do it, I guess you can do it.
I did
That
the
one-
European version.
That one felt more like the intro extended
Takes a
that
little
out.
bit
Yeah,
to get
because like the actual music
technically
doesn't
it's a song.
start
Still in
until
the song.
like
Still in the song.
10 seconds in.
If he picks up the needle and puts it over, it's only 3:25.
And then there's a little outro too, I think.
Yeah, so you take that down. It's under 3 minutes. All right, Steve.
Okay, I'm gonna go reverse order here.
Who knew?
Icon on Your Feet. I always liked Icon. I thought they were. They have 3 albums. I like all 3, and this is from the debut. And you're right. They are in the studio, which I've heard that last year or 2. So we really haven't heard anything else from them. But
I saw a video of them in the studio.
oh really? Oh, that's cool. I wonder if is Eddie Trunk still involved? Because I know he was involved with them
He's not in the video.
back in the day, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So yeah, good rocker, great band. I spun an Icon record last week. Actually, it was really good. Not the first one though. I wish these guys got more traction, but they were a band that came out. Another one that came out just a couple of years too late. Pariah, Powerless. I'm like BC. This album, it's To Mock a Killing Bird, is fucking fantastic album.
It's a great album.
This song is great. That cool scream that starts at the beginning. Good heavy head bobber. I love the gang vocals for the chorus. The solos are fantastic. Denman, Pedal to the Metal. Produced by Michael Wagner. This may be the last album that he produced, I want to say.
I would put money on it.
Kick-ass song. Heavy Denman. It was great. We got to see these guys a couple different times live.
This is a band we saw. We never heard them before.
We saw them at Rockin' Pod at the Cobra.
At the Cobra when we met Sonny Pooney.
Yeah, same night.
We met Sonny Pooney. They
Yep.
came out. We're like,
Yeah, we're like, holy fuck, what are
Yeah,
these
fucking
guys?
tear it
We
up.
bought the EP that night.
yep.
Killer. And super nice guys too, really super nice guys. And Crash Diet, Resurrection of the Damned. I like the beginning. It's got like a muted kind of grindage at the beginning, but then it kicks in and like the volume goes up into the heavy riff. Great vocal cadence. Like this song kicks ass. Chorus is rocking. There's a really cool bridge that leads up to the solo that I think is very cool. And when they do the solo, listen to how heavy it is underneath. Holy shit! I was like, wow, this is one that, like, when it played, like, I'm like, boom! I instantly hit, back, and I played it again. Just song kicks major ass. Great pick. Big Cock, Fucked Up. I don't like the beginning of this song. Like maybe the first up to the first chorus. I don't know why it's got a weird feel for it. But the rest of the song doesn't have that. And the snare sounds like shit on this song. The snare sounds fucking terrible. But the chorus is great. Yeah, the Ayatollah of Rock and Roll. You know who the real Ayatollah of Rock and Roll is?
Lord Humongous.
Stitch Jones.
Stitch Jones.
The Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla from Heartbreak Ridge, baby. Mario Van Peebles. He is the Ayatollah of Rock and Roll.
Come on, baby.
Anthrax, Metal Thrashing Mad, early Anthrax. Neil Turbin on vocals, sounds great, aggressive. The solo riffs in it. The riff under the solo is just absolutely killer. I love Carl's production on this one. Great song, headbanger. American Dog, Sometimes You Eat the Pussy. This song's fucked up, of course. I like the riff. For it. The solo's kind of like a rock and roll type solo, but I think it's more of a song to just have pussy in it. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's like having pussy in there for pussy's sake. Not that that's a bad thing, but you know what I mean. To try to be funny. I think, and that's kind of, it's not subtle at all, which I don't mind. All right, last list of the night, Dylan.
Okay.
And now for something different.
Yes. I did mark the times on all mine, so I'm positive that I'm under 3.5 minutes, since this was also my idea. So, I don't know. I just kind of threw a dartboard at the songs that I had on my phone and saw what stick. Like B's problem last time, I don't have a lot of shorter songs on my phone. So it was funny because I had come up with like 7, and then when you had said, "Oh, let's cut down from 10 to 7," I'm like, "Okay, good. I don't have to come up with 3 more." So I start off with the most probably the most well known song on my list, "Getting Away with Murder" from Papa Roach at 3 minutes 12 seconds. This was all over the radio back in the day. Great chorus. I love the whispering of the "getting away, getting away." You know, it's nothing too special, but I think it's a catchy song and short, sweet, to the point. And then my second title track is from Royal Blood off their second album. It's "How Did We Get So Dark?" 3 minutes and 17 seconds. This is definitely an album that had to grow on me a little bit, but this song was always great. I love the part in the middle, the that part's really great, and then the ending part is really cool, where they're repeating the title of the song over and over, and the band is kind of jamming behind that, and you got the woo-woos in the background. That's great. Just a good rockin' Royal Blood song. My track 3 off of their Conventional Weapons EP collection, Micro Romance with Boy Division, 2 minutes 55 seconds. So this collection of songs was basically what they had written before they released Danger Days, which was my birthday album from last year. And they had kind of scrapped this, but then they released it eventually. And I just love how this feels like kind of classic My Chemical Romance. I love how the lyrics kind of like segue from the verse to the chorus really well. Like, I'm only dressed that way out of that. It's like it just flows really well. You got the la 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 heavy part in the middle. That's great. It's just a fast paced rocker. The third shortest song on my list. Track 4, probably my another popular song from Foo Fighters. There's Nothing Left to Lose album at 3 minutes 21 seconds is Breakout. This was Taylor Hawkins' first venture into the band with this album, and it was when they were only a 3-piece. It was Dave Grohl, Nate Mendel, and Taylor Hawkins. And I love the softness of the like kind of the early verses, but then it builds in intensity, and you get the Dave Grohl screaming, plus a little shout out to Ozzy with the go, go, go. Love that part. It's so classic. Track 5, this one was for BC. I know he was feeling a little angry. I picked from Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power album, Fucking Hostile. If ever there was a song that like completely epitomized an album cover, it's this song. Like that album cover where they paid a guy to get punched in the face. Like this song just captures that so well. And my God, the amount of aggression they have in these like under 3 minute song is so good. Phil Anselmo's vocals are just so heavy. Dimebag's solo is really great for how short the song is. And like it has some variety too, because like the chorus like changes the pace a bit, which is really great. And I think it's a fantastic Pantera song. My track 6 from Power Trip's Nightmare Logic album, 3 minutes and 8 seconds, Ruination. A great kind of thrash song. It's one of those that starts off slower, kind of a stomping situation, but then it does get a pickup in the middle there. I love Riley Gates, rest in peace, his vocals on this. It's just a nice heavy song. And then my last track is from Spirit World, a band that I've been obsessed with ever since I listened to this album, Death Western. And they just came out with Hell Dorado, and I really like that one too. 2 minutes and 54 seconds, Purified in Violence. And this one, I just love how much they could cram in to this under 3 minute song. Like there's so many different changes going on, and it's got that awesome like Western vibe mixed with like the thrash and death metal in it. And it's just like everything I could want from like an album with as cool of an album cover as this one has. So we'll start with you, Dad. What did you think of my 7 songs? All
right. I'm going to go from the bottom up again, just because. Spirit World. Purified. Okay. In Violence.
Just spelled incorrectly.
Okay. Blazing from the beginning. Just sick drumming in this one. I think I don't think BB's going to be especially loving the vocals on this one. The gang vocals are cool. There's some like extra grindage in here. There's a time change, just short of like 2 minutes. I was like, shit, they do cram a lot of friggin' stuff good stuff into like a short song. Power Trip, Ruination, This starts like a Metallica song. I mean, this could be plucked right from James Hetfield's riff book that he has. Like heavy grindage. But man, when this friggin' kicks in, I'm like, holy fuck. Another one that I'm sure BB's not a fan of the vocals on this one, but I think they fit. Heavy ass song. I really like it. Pantera, fucking Hostile. I have to be in the mood for Pantera. And I'm not really in the mood for Pantera right now. But the song's short, ripping tune. Like, song to get the pit going. Definitely epitomizes the guy getting punched in the face. Dimebag rips it up on the solo. Foo Fighters, Breakout. Breakout. I'm coming after you.
Not that one.
There's like a little swirly guitar thing at the beginning there. The kick-in is really good. I really like the guitar tone on this song. I think that the production is great on this one. I enjoyed it.
Recorded in his backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. My Chemical Romance Boy Division. I do not want to know what the Boy Division is, by the way. This song rocks pretty good, though. I like this guy's voice. I don't know. I really have not really disliked a lot of stuff that you've thrown at me from this band. It's not someone I go to, but when it's thrust upon me, I've enjoyed it. I like the guitars. The layered vocals and parts are cool. It's got a quick like punk feel to it. There's like a little heavy breakdown for like a very short part towards the end that I think is cool. There's kind of a solo in the middle. Pretty intense. I think it was a fun song. Royal Blood. How did we get so dark? I gotta say it again. Angriest fucking drummer I've ever seen in my life. And this song is kind of melodic for these guys. I thought it was. That that's not guitar on there. That's just bass. It's like a buzzy tone to it. I like that. I like this one. I thought it was cool. Papa Roach, Getting Away with Murder. Saw these guys live. Saw them do this live. I think this might have been the one that he was walking through the crowd singing. Maybe. Good track. Brings back some cool memories. Of seeing these guys live. I thought it was cool. Not bad. Not bad.
Nice. BC?
Okay. Getting Away with Murder, Papa Roach. I mean, just going back, I was into Papa Roach big time back when these albums came out. Then I kind of got away because they got a little weird. Anyways, that's a great song, great album. Royal Blood. I mean, again, don't find myself going to these guys, but every time you put them on the list, I'm like, I mean, and it's amazing how there's no guitar in this. My Chemical Romance, another one. Every time you bring it up, it's like, damn, okay, but I never wake up in the morning going, okay, let's listen to some I mean, it's just probably because I'm old, but I always find myself enjoying the majority of it. Foo Fighters, Breakout. This is early Foo Fighters before they got into as big as they got. Mm-hmm. But again, I don't find myself going for these guys, but I like when
it's first on you.
First on me, I'm like, okay. Again, I like the music. I like Dave Grohl because he just has that rock and roll attitude. Seems very cool. I mean, it's got fucking Hostile, Pantera. I remember the Cowboys Hell came out. I was like, yeah, and then this came out, like, yeah, and then
they got heavier and heavier as they
went. Heavier and heavier. What's the one after this? The blue cover. I was like, ooh, that was fucking. I like it. Again, that one you have to be in the mood for. You just don't throw that last.
With the bolt going through the dude's head.
Yeah, I'm 5 minutes alone.
Yeah.
I can't think of what it is now. God damn it. Anyways, that is heavy. These first two Pantera, I love. Power Trip. For some reason, I saw this. I'm like, I keep thinking, was there a band Power Trip 5000 or something?
Power Man 5000.
Power Man 5000. I see Power Trip. Like,
Far Beyond Driven.
Far Beyond Driven.
That's right.
That is. You got to be in the mood for that. You got to be angry. So I might go home.
Perfect band for BC.
Yeah.
But this band, a lot of heaviness. So of course, in my current mood, I'm like, yeah, let's play the whole fucking album. You know.
The lead singer featured on a Body Count song.
Okay. And then your last pick, Spirit World. I think it was like 10 o'clock at night. Phone goes off, Steve. You gotta check this album out. And like I said, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the country twang to a little bit, and then
a lot going on in a short period of time.
So it's like, it's like, it's like, ooh, but you have this, so you find yourself like Skittles. What color you want? I want all of them. But I'm liking it. I gotta delve into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's short out. The albums are short too.
Yeah, our short albums.
It was like 29 minutes or something.
I don't think it was a half hour. I'm like, holy fuck! I thought Municipal Waste was fast.
Yeah.
But these guys are even shorter than Municipal Waste.
And BB, they have like straight country songs on their latest album. Like,
it's like
two of them are like there's no heaviness whatsoever in them. And I'm like
did something interfere with my phone or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's nuts. What you think, BB?
All right, Getting Away with Murder with Papa Roach. Great song, great band. I love these guys. I listened to shit out of them when Infest came out, and it's almost kind of like B said. I don't know why I stopped. Saw them live; they were great. They kind of fell off with all the other stuff going around. Song number 2. How Do We Get So Dark from Royal Blood. I always like when you bring these guys to the table. Rock and Toe Tapper. Cool stuff that two guys just fucking making music that can produce something like this is just so cool and mind-blowing at the same time. Boy Division from My Chemical Romance. I love the raw drum sound in there. Has a cool little build to the song, and then the screaming vocals at the end are really, really good. Breakout from Foo Fighters. It's so funny with the song Breakout, and Taylor is so tame on the drums until he hits the solo, and then after the solo he just fucking goes off. The drums are destroyed. The solo is amazing. The outro music and Dave Scream is why I go to Foo Fighters. Just a great closing part of that song. Song number 5, fucking Hostile from Pantera. Angry Pantera, killer solo. Sometimes I prefer melodic Pantera compared to angry Pantera. I guess it's just like everybody else. It's kind of like a feel thing.
He wants the early 80s
The
hair metal ones.
I want hair metal Pantera.
Hair metal Pantera.
Song number 6, Ruination from Power Trip. Super fast, heavy rocker. And like Steve said, the vocals are meh. I don't get it. And then Purified in Violence by Spirit World. Thank God that the lyrics are on the phone. I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Heavy Western. I don't know if I get it. So I'll be funny and stupid at the same time. I like the drums. But just like mine, like there's differentness. You bring different stuff to the table. Some people are going to like it. Some people maybe not so much. That's why we do it. Hopefully somebody out there will praise you for the Spirit World pick. That's all.
All right. There's our lists. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Dylan will have the Spotify playlist at the end. So we'll go around, say our goodbyes. Everybody pick a favorite or least favorite from everyone's list, or if you got a top whatever, I know we'll get up on out of here. Dylan. Actually, in like Dylan had said before, this episode was his idea because we just literally came up with this one like late last week because we kind of had some scheduling problems to take place, and so I just we wanted to do a quick one. So I appreciate these guys stepping up to get involved with this one because it was just going to be either Dylan recording himself or just him and I doing it. So I appreciate you guys doing it. So go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah, I came up with this idea to give BB a break from last week's episode. I know he had to suffer listening to over 6 minutes long, so I figured, hey, we'll do it lesser. I had a good time listening to this playlist. Like I said, there's only really one song that I didn't vibe with, so I'll just go with tops for everybody. BC, my favorite was Metal Thrash and Mad. Loved it. I mean, I love Anthrax. I'll say Powerless was probably my second favorite from your list. BB, Destruction Overdrive. Come on, Black Label Society, baby. Always great to hear them. And then my second favorite from you is Streets of Misery for sure. And Dad, my favorite was Ring My Bell. I thought that was a really great jammin', sleazy song. Really surprised me. I was very much on board with it. And then my second favorite, Down the Drain from Crocus.
Really?
And like you said, you can listen to these songs in the Spotify playlist of the week. That'll be in the show notes. Spotify was actually down earlier today.
That's a shame.
When I was like, oh, I'm going to put this on while I work on some making some ads, and then it wasn't working. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll be working in silence. But it came back up, so check it out. Let us know what your favorite under 3.5 minute songs are, and which ones you didn't like.
All right. BC.
All right. Good time, fun episode. When you're last week's episode, over 6 minutes, everything you found was 5:59, 5:57.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, 3:30.
And then you go for this episode, it's like, and for some reason I start off at 3:50 in my head, which really fucked me up. And then I'll play this one. 3:38. Like, you don't realize
a lot of songs are just over.
Just under, whatever it may have been, but it was fun. I don't know, Dylan, I'm gonna go with the Spirit World, Purified of Violence. I mean, that's a lot. I find myself, ooh. It's different, so I like that. Oh, Steve, God, let's see. I gotta go ring my bell. Salty Dog, that's such a great album. And BB, I'm gonna go with the Strike Like a Cobra, Temple Balls. They're a good rock sound to them.
Alrighty. Yeah, this is a great episode. This is right up my alley. I love the short songs. I like, get in, get kicked in the teeth and get out.
No, you picked Rock and Roll Damnation off of.
But yeah, everybody, honestly, like, you always try to, you try to find a bad one. But I think, honestly, the only one I just didn't like was the Purified in Violence from Spirit World. And that's my goofiness and, not, liking the heavier the vocals. I'd rather the heavier music. Dylan, from yours, my favorite was Papa Roach. Like I said, love these guys. Played the shit out of them in Infest, and I think I need to get back on that horse. BC, fucked up. Robert Mason, like I said, every time you bring those guys to the table, great stuff. And Wright, I can't believe I say this. Knuckle Bones from David Lee Roth.
Oh shit!
Love that song. Great opener to that album. Brought back so many fucking cool memories.
Spring Miracle.
Love it. And like I said, honestly, when you're putting together a list, you try to pick out oddballs that, maybe Dylan or, tonight with Steve, surprised me he didn't know one of my songs. And that's kind of where we go. We kind of just try to pick oddballs and say, hey, who knows? Maybe Canada Rob will come back and say, holy shit, that song was fucking awesome. So, not only do we do it for the people here at the table and try to listen to new music, it's also you guys out there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one.
All right, yeah, fun doing this one. Like I said, I appreciate you guys stepping up. We did this one. This was on a short notice, and it's funny because we did the epic song list last week. That playlist was 3 hours and 38 minutes long. This playlist was an hour and a half long. So, I mean, there were 5 of us on the episode last week too. There was only 4 on this one still, but and there was one less song for each person, but still, it was like a lot less intense, a lot less listening to put it together, but always fun. And like BC said, oh my god, this song would be cool. It's like 3:32. What the fuck? So, but I think everybody did a really good job. And we'll even, we'll asterisk a couple songs on there. Not mine, because I did the European version. But it was fun. So from Dylan's, I have the Power Trip song, Ruination. That's just a ride, I think, on that song. I'll throw in... I mean, the only song that I really didn't vibe with on this whole night, sorry, Dylan, was Pantera fucking Hostile, because I just have to be in the mood for those guys.
Pantera mood, yeah.
From BC's... Definitely the Crash Diet, Resurrection of the Damned. I thought that was just a cranking, kick-ass song, and always good to hear Deadman. I mean, those guys were just absolutely fantastic band when they were going. I got Temple Balls. I got to go with the Snake song for BB. Absolutely. And even though it's not, even if it wasn't Snake, it'd still be a good song. So yeah, always fun doing these ones. I appreciate everybody participating in this one. It was fun. We have one of my favorite type of episodes coming up next week, and so that's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to do that. So, guys, thanks for listening out there. We appreciate it. Shoot us a text or a message or an email. We like to hear from you guys, and we really appreciate the interaction and everything like that. Hope everybody has had, by the time you hear this will be over, a nice Easter weekend, whether you celebrate or not. If you get that extra day off from work, enjoy that too. So everybody take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We will see you next time. There definitely will be a next time.